Do we know about anything about Sean Darcy at the moment?
Well, we know it's not too serious, which is a good sign. Don't 100% know whether he's going to get up this week. We'll try and test him out later in the week. And we feel if he does miss this week, he'll be right for next week. So, looks like dodged a bullet in short term.
So you said it was a jarred knee the other day. Is that still what it's looking like being? Yep. How is he feeling having had the scare?
He's handled it really well. Yeah, I probably expected him to be a little bit more frustrated than he was, but he's been really mature about it. Yeah, he understands that some of these things might pop up every now and then with different instances that can pop up in a game. But he's happy that it's not serious, and clearly he'd love to be out there on the weekend, but he's doing everything he can to be there. So we'll see how it goes.
Is he a flight risk in your mind? Like, can you comfortably pick him in future?
Yeah, absolutely. That hasn't really crossed my mind. It was a clear incident that happened. That instance, I reckon, is probably unlikely to happen regularly in a game. He's got through short weeks and short turnaround since he came back and has played his role well. So, that hasn't crossed my mind yet.
What else in general with him, like when you're putting him out, if he was to play this week, he's done so much work to get himself right. Do you see a risk this week of playing him if he's not 100%?
Probably doesn't have to be 100%, but we won't play him if there's any risk.
How's the conditioning progressed for Sean since he came back?
Yeah, he's getting better and better. Clearly, Jacko back the last couple of weeks to help as well was taking a bit of the load off him. I thought Sean, his first. When he first came into the game on the weekend, he was really, really strong. Helped us build on our good start. Thought, he's starting to get some of his ruck craft back to a higher level. So, it's disappointing he's got this little setback, but expect him either to be out there this weekend or next.
The ruck partnership has its critics. Have you wavered at all in your?
No, I haven't. And I just love a little bit more evidence. Yeah, and love a little bit more time for them to be able to work together. And it's probably the most unfortunate thing if he does miss this week is that it's just another hiccup in their partnership and their ability to work together. Because I haven't lost any confidence in how that can work in the future.
Before he got hurt, he was spending less time on the field and he started on the bench. What was the thought process last week around the way you were using him pre-injury?
In terms of
before the injury during the game, he didn't have as much game time as what he normally would, and he started on the bench rather than starting as the main ruck. What was your thought?
Yeah, we wanted to keep energy up around the ball. They had two rucks as well, so we wanted to keep energy up around the ball. If that happened again, we'd probably play Sean forward a little bit more. But we were coming off a short break as well, and short. We'd had since Sean been back in the team, he'd had short breaks, so. We just thought it was an opportunity to keep him as fresh as we could to have maximal impact around the ball.
Has the review, Justin, revealed anything that you can work on with that forward structure and getting better bang for buck this week?
It's not. It's not the forward structure. I've got no issues with the forward structure. It's how we work together, whether that's in isolation, leading patterns, or work together, on held plays. But your mid-forward connection doesn't just come back to your forward line. It comes back to the players kicking it in, the mids working the areas, and backs squeezing up the ground to try and draw their high forwards out, so that the opposition can't just sit 15 numbers back inside your forward 50, and we actually force the opposition to defend a little bit more at times. So there's a bit that goes into it. Coming off the St Kilda game, it was probably the last thing on our mind in terms of that type of thing off a 6-day break and that performance. Get 62 inside 50s and lose, it's disappointing. So, we touched on a bit of that.
The way that Sam Taylor's intercepting at the moment, do you see the prospect of a role on him?
We'll have a look at it. We haven't picked the team yet.
You had the extra tall down there last week. Normally you've gone three tall forwards, one of them who is the ruck. This time you had the two rucks and the three tall forwards. What's the thought process around having that extra tall in the team now?
Horses, of course, is. We feel like our talls are pretty mobile. Like Jai spent some time on the wing last week and played a little bit higher at times, which got him into the game a little bit more and in different ways. We feel like Vossi is a very good ground level player and good pressure player, and JT, his follow up is really strong as well. So I think the mix can work. We've got to maximise it with some of the things I've spoken about before in terms of how we work for each other. How we kick the ball to our teammates plays a big part in giving them best opportunity to score. So I think that profile can work.
So if Sean gets up, will we expect to see 3 tall forwards again?
Yep.
And if he doesn't get up, do you bring Reedy in, or do you play?
We'll work that out later.
Do you go one shorter?
We'll work that out later. Yeah.
Is that the challenge you're having at the moment? You haven't had a lot of continuity at all with this group all season, and you're constantly having to bring different blokes in and change what your structure is.
Yeah, and probably early in the year we lost some of our smaller forwards, and that gave Reid and Dudley and these guys an opportunity, which has been a real bonus. And we've been a little bit light on in the middle of the ground at the moment. And Wags did a terrific job on the weekend. I thought Bolts played some more midfield time on the weekend and did a good job. So we've had to swing players around, but I think that'll hold us in really good stead.
When Wagner's playing run with roles, do you see him, suited to a particular type of midfielder, or could he play that on any midfielder? Horses of course. There's probably different types of midfielders. Yeah, I'm not sure we'll send him to Tom Green this weekend, but no, he's probably a bit big for Tom, I would imagine. A bit small, for Tom. So we'll work it out. Yeah, he's probably more suited to maybe the running post clearance types, but having said that, he's been doing it for a total of 1 week, so we'd like to evolve it and see what he can do.
So adding the tagging role, you've let go blokes run most of the time and taking them on. Is that something that you think you'll persist with?
We've tagged probably half the games this year. Yeah, we just did it. Tagged Libber, tagged Heaney. So it's been in our repertoire. So whether we do it this week or not, we'll just we'll have a chat later and see what the team flashes out.
Max Gawn fanned the flames a little bit on Luke Jackson's future. We heard from Jacko a couple of months ago, but has anything changed in your mind?
Nothing.
How much are you missing Sonny Walters and Nat Fyfe?
Their leadership experience would definitely help. I talked about our forwards before and how young we are down there because of some injuries, and it's probably happened through the middle of the ground as well. Fyfey, Jager, Youngie, who are three pretty experienced midfielders, who we think can help the team both in leadership and the way they play. But they're out at the moment, so you just deal with what you got and put the best team out there and prepare them well, and off we go.
Is Luke Ryan fully fit at the moment?
Yep. He had some back issues early in the season, but he's always sort of carrying a back issue. But if you asked him, he'd say he's fully fit.
Amos similar. Looks wearing the pink hat a lot lately.
He's I don't know. He's tough enough already. No, he's got a couple of things going on, but we wouldn't put him out there if we didn't think they could perform. So protect them during the week. School them up for the weekend.
Where's O'Driscoll at?
He played really well on the weekend, and loved to have him in selection, but that ankle was just flared up, so he's going to miss this week, unfortunately. Just another mid that we've probably missed at times with his flexibility.
That must frustrate the hell out of you. You just can't get that mix together.
It is what it is. It is what it is. We've still got enough players on the list, and players putting their hand up. I was really happy with the pure performance on the weekend. Probably easily the best game we've played down there this year, not only in performance and scoreboard, but thought it was a real trademark performance, and they played for each other, and so there's a lot of players putting their hand up for selection.
We've been pleased to see Jesse Hogan kick 7 on the weekend. How do you stop him?
We've got some tall backs down there. Probably the ease of which it got through the middle of the ground and accessed him in one-on-ones helped. So, we need to make sure we support our backs. With denying speed on the ball. Clearly it's a real weapon of theirs, and their contest is also really strong, and they play a good brand of footy. So, Hogs is in good form, but we're going to have to support our backs in that.
How difficult is he to stop? At the moment, it feels like he can do so many different things that no one can really work out how to stop him.
he moves well, which makes the defender reactive and can put him out of position. And he's just so good in all aspects of his contest at the moment. So the other aspect is if he's not marking it, he's bringing the smalls in at ground level. So it's going to be a tough matchup. Like I said, of back our tools to be able to get it done and back our team D to be able to support.
So you didn't have Pearce last year when you played against him. How important is that? Is he the logical matchup for him, do you reckon?
Oh, we've got some options. Yeah, I mean, Coxie was off a short run last year as well and got thrown to the Wolves a little bit with some of his matchups later in the week just because we needed him to. So, we feel like we've got a couple options there. But it's not just Jesse down there. They've got a lot of, they've got other tall aerial support, but their ground level stuff's really strong as well.
Being on the road, Justin, have you dug into the routine at all, or do you back what you've done part?
Just back him in. Yeah, back him in. Back him in.